Well, I was on time. I'm not now. Thanks to Facebook telling me 3 people wanted to get on the video. You ain't getting on the damn video. Don't forget that. And on top of that, while I'm doing that, the cat breaks my fucking clock. So, great start to the Christmas break on through. Probably a precursor to how Christmas will actually be this year. Well, anyway, let me try to cool it on down. All right, I think I'm there. Let me start the show by saying happy birthday to my main man, Eric Sparks, also known as on Facebook, Stick Elliott. I don't know if you guys saw Stick's post today, but he got a video message from Janice Blythe. So yeah, happy birthday, Eric. Man, I hope it's a good one for you. I also want to thank everybody who came out to the Christmas show at the Tipsy Burro Saturday night. Man, we had a good time. Nice crowd. And man, I'm telling you, I planned on doing a little bit of go live of the show, but I had the phone on this tripod. I didn't know how the hell I was going to get up there and push the button or tell someone how to operate my stupid ass phone. And so I said, fuck it, I ain't doing it. And then our road dog, John Adams, says to me, hey man, why don't you get Andy Miller to film here? Let me tell you what's going on here. I am putting on my Santa Claus boots to get ready to walk out. I hear the guys are, doing, tuning, and we're getting ready to get it together. And now I said, well, is Andy around? Because see, Andy used to film bands all the time with a camcorder. A lot of the stuff you've seen of us from, I don't know, a certain time period, maybe 10 or 15 years ago, a lot of that's probably filmed from Andy Miller, by Andy Miller. But so he said, yeah, well, he's right out here, man. He's like, 5-6 feet away from the door where I was dressing. I said, well, have him stick his head in here. And, I asked him if he'd do it. And he says, well, how long you want me to do it for? I said, well, just go till the battery dies. It was 70-something%. But my shit phone, man, I figured it was going to run out, fairly quick. But it made the whole show. And and that's why there was no advertisement about us doing it, or no mention of it last week on Break On Through, because it was decided, just like seconds before we went on. And I'm glad we did it, because we connected with it. It looks like a little over 1,500 views at this point. For something that was completely unannounced, that was pretty good, I think. Had even had people sending us tips on PayPal. And we didn't ask for nothing. But we were just glad, man, we were really happy that the sing-along on Snoopy's Christmas went as good as it did at the end. And man, people were coming from all over the place, man. From way down in Georgia, from way up in Pennsylvania. Some people there from Kentucky. Man, it's like, it's a real compliment. Might not have been too many people there from Charlotte, but who cares? But, no, there was people there from Charlotte. We're just not the darlings of Charlotte that we once were. Maybe we don't hug enough people. We don't hug the right people. But, oh yeah. You know who else's birthday it is today? Frank Zappa. And you're probably going, damn, Jeff Clayton, you play like 1.5 chord punk rock. What do you know about Frank Zappa? I tell you, I know a damn lot about Frank Zappa. Can you dig that? I actually got to see Zappa live back in the 80s when he was doing the Mothers of Prevention. Porn Wars. You know, back when Zappa and Dee Snider and John Denver, of all people, were taking on Tipper Gore and her nonsense. Democrats, I might add. But anyway, I don't know. I don't even know if I actually said that. So happy birthday to the late, great Frank Zappa. One of my favorite Zappa tunes is that instrumental off of Zoot Lores called Black Napkins. I posted it today where he played on the Mike Douglas show, playing through a little pig nose amp. It's fantastic. Go by and watch it. Mark Deal posted it too. That's where I was scrolling through this morning first thing and I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, it's Zappa's birthday. So, Zoot Lores is one of my favorite albums of his. I don't know if it's the favorite, but it's in the top 5, I would think. Slam Buddies. Y'all know about Slam Buddies by now. Man, I'm out. I've just paid for shipment number 4 of 20 yesterday. So 2 weeks from now, I'll have 20 more. Man, I have been moving the hell out of some good old Slam Buddies. People are digging the old JC Slam Buddy. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't they? It's a quality product. Guaranteed to scare any of the pets you got around the house. I mean, you can go ahead and order if you want. It just let you know if you do. Well, first of all, at this point, I ain't going to get it to you before Christmas, okay? But, you can go ahead and order anybody, but you have to wait till they come in. You know what I was listening to before I came on today? I was listening to Phil Lynot's Solo in Soho album. It's a damn good album. It's different. Different from Thin Lizzy. Only one song kind of sounds like something Thin Lizzy would do, and Thin Lizzy did do Dear Miss Lonely Hearts live sometime. But, I don't know, if you never listened to Phil Lynot's solo stuff, if you're not expecting a Thin Lizzy record, give them a listen. I think you'll dig them. And, you know, here lately, I was going to talk about Christmas movies, but, you know, lately I've been tearing into a whole bunch of blaxploitation films on Tubi. Man, they have got the best selection I have seen streaming anywhere. And they have a good couple handfuls of ones I either have not seen in 20 years or have never seen. Because, you know, we never could find them back then, you know, during the VHS days. But that's what I've been into. A little tired, working class, you know, 4:30 in the morning. Like I said, my damn cat broke my fucking clock, so I have to look over and see how I'm running. But I am going to talk about movies here in a little bit. I'm going to talk about Christmas movies. Oh yeah. There's a few other things I want to discuss first. And feel free, if you have any questions, to ask them. You know the score, though. If you... Have I watched Petey Wheatstraw yet? Have I watched it yet? Kelly, I think what you want to know is how many times have I seen Petey Wheatstraw? Goodness gracious. I got an autographed Petey Wheatstraw poster from Rudy Ray Moore hanging behind this bank of glass towers there. Petey Wheatstraw, the Devil's Son-in-Law. Great soundtrack, too. Oh, rewatched it yet? Oh, okay. No, I haven't watched that. I've been too busy watching on I've been too busy watching all the others I've been catching up on. Like I hadn't seen Get Christy Love in, I don't know, maybe 30 years. But let me tell you what's going on today. Today we have our guest musicians are in the studio doing their parts on the new album, Great Disasters. On January 1st, me and Kelly Dean, the Dean of Sods, will be going in and laying down some tracks of our own. So I don't know, man. I'm supposed to talk to Mark Rainey at TKO Records today, I think. And if I do, I might talk about putting the brand new album up in the rotation and push the reissue of Here to Ruin Your Groove back, because to be honest with you, I mean, when it's a reissue, there's not a whole lot of work that's got to be done except for, you know, decide what you're going to do with the packaging, but we haven't done anything. I don't know. You guys give me an opinion about that. I saw Dave Prino just ask about the live record. Man, I know that Quarantine 1 reissue is going to be done first. It's going to be pressed on black vinyl. This edition will not include the DVD, but it will include a poster. And the back cover will be slightly altered not to have the filming credits. So, and I know that one's probably going to come in first, but we're not going to push that. Like, once they come in, we're going to hold on to those a little bit. Some of you, of course, you know, you can contact me and, you know, get one before the general public does, but there's still no word on Quarantine 2. I know Cascade Record Pressing got into labels about 2 weeks ago, so that's a promising sign. But I've been asking about test pressing. I still haven't seen a test pressing of Quarantine 2. And you know, with the state that the record pressing plants are in with this whole supply chain business, man, there's no telling when this is going to happen. So I don't know what to say. But yesterday, Malcolm Tent went in and laid down his Thunder Lumber. Man, I'm telling you, I heard the demos for the album. Like Russ and Barry's tracks that's the ones we're using, but Malcolm laid down, you know, a scratch bass so we could discuss what we're gonna do, and my scratch vocal is on it. But man, it's half done. Now it's more than half done. Any new wrestling? No new wrestling songs. Don't you worry, there's gonna be some more wrestling songs. You know why? Because I'm an unimpeachable president for life, and I said so. You know, the First Lady's been out of work for an entire week with no pay. Oh, yeah. Why, you might ask? And I'm not going to use any of the buzzwords to make the Facebook drones pick up on what I'm talking about here and throw some kind of "this has not been fact checked" thing over it. So, yeah, you know that deadly thing that's going around, the most deadly thing known to the human race? That the Prez is about to lose his patience with us about. Well, anyway, her co-worker had it. She has had no symptoms. She went and got tested, and there, you know. By the way, I want to tell you, at one of them testing sites, you can get a test or you can get the real thing. It's just funny that there's not one real medical professional under the damn tent. The only thing there is the system. And there's no consistency at all to this these procedures that they're telling everyone you have to follow. There's no consistency. Use the same gloves for every single car, every single person they talk to, handing them clipboards and ink pens, and then, you know, they hand Miss Clayton the little swab for your nose, but let's just say she was sick. But she wanted to get okayed to go back to work in a week or so. She could have gave me the damn thing, huh? Give it back to them. There's no supervision. There's no consistency. There's no, you know, people got their mask on, but they're talking like this. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do it, just at least be consistent. How about that? My wife's out a fucking week of pay. How about that? Jeff Clayton, you need to calm down about that, man. But you know what? I'm not even gonna get into it. Fuck it. Sorry to be so wound tight on the Christmas edition of Break On Through, but I'm gonna cheer myself up now. First, how about a few plugs? Now, I won't spend much time on it. I'm just going to remind you of some things now. I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to subscribe to KD After Dark. Get his morning report every day. Get his on the scene reports. And while you're there, go to ANTiSEEN Official and subscribe there. Ring that bell, whatever you got to do, man. The amount of people we have subscribed to our YouTube makes us look like some damn garage black metal band that's, you know, trying to not get people to subscribe because they want as few people to know about them as possible. We ain't like that. We want a bunch of people to know about it. Tell people, you know, make posts. I mean, you know, we appreciate that stuff, man. We really do. And but yeah, let's get some more subscribers on there. Ring that damn bell. That's right, Will. Ring that bell. So KD After Dark. And tomorrow night, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a Tent Talks Tunes. I don't know. Hopefully. Tomorrow night on Malcolm Tent's Facebook page. Now, if you go to Janice Blythe's store and try to get you a picture of Ruby or Ned from Eating Alive or anything like that, you ain't gonna get it before Christmas now, but you can get it after Christmas. So maybe that's the way you start New Year's, with a genuine autographed photo of Janice Blythe, Ruby from The Hills Have Eyes. 1 and 2, the originals, not the remakes. On the Mark shirts. Wrestling hats, wrestling shirts, wrestling patches, music hats. Tin Lizzy. Go there. My main man, Jeff Williams, said to me, hey man, why don't you talk about Christmas movies, like your favorite Christmas movie? Man, you know, I love Christmas. I really do. I know you're probably saying, well, goddamn, Jeff Clayton, the way you act today, you act like the Grinch or Ebenezer Scrooge. But a lot's been getting under the old skin today, you know what I mean? But man, I do love Christmas movies. Now, how can I say this and be diplomatic? Because it's about someone that used to be in my family. Let's see. Now, he used to sit around. I'll tell you what, he ain't watching it. It was my mom's husband. The guy she was married to when she passed away. He would sit there and watch that damn Hallmark channel day in and day out. It's Christmas Eve, and we're trying to have family Christmas. He's watching Hallmark channel or whatever one of them damn channels is. He's watching other people have their family Christmas Eve. It should drive me up the wall. But man, one of my favorites, and we've already watched it this year, is the National Lampoon. Man, that's funny. I never don't laugh at that. And of course, I love Christmas Story. We haven't, but me and Miss Clayton haven't watched that one in a while. I don't know if we'll get to it this year, man. They got Miss Clayton working every night till, you know, she gets home at 9:30. So I don't know. Maybe I sound a little pitiful, but that's one of the reasons I'm not in the greatest of moods, because I feel like I hadn't seen her since the other night at the show. But I mean, that's not true. I have. But man, National Lampoon, and man, I love A Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol is my favorite. Now, last night I watched the one with Reginald Owen from, I think, 1934. I don't know if Jeff Williams is on here. Maybe he can correct me on that. He's a Christmas Carol aficionado. I think I've seen just about every adaptation except for that last thing that was done by Pixar or Disney with Jim Carrey in it. Because I don't like None of them names in there. I used to like Disney when I was a kid. You know, Scarecrow, Romney Marsh, and all that stuff. But Jim Carrey, you can keep that. But I imagine at some point we are going to watch The Christmas Carol with George C. Scott. Man, it's tough for me, and me and Jeff Williams have this discussion about it every year. But and I think we're in agreement that for me it's a neck and neck race with the Christmas Carol from the 50s with Alistair Sim as Scrooge and George C. Scott's, I guess from the 80s, maybe early 80s. But I'm also a pretty big fan of the musical version with Albert Finney as Scrooge. 79. Watched it last night. Oh yeah. Okay, thanks, Will. I knew it was not too deep into the 80s, even if it... But, yeah, I love those. There were cartoons. Man, when I was a kid, there was cartoons of it, and there were two different ones, and they were you could tell the difference from the art style, but I loved both of them, and I think I found both of them on YouTube at some point. I might just go watch those at some point, maybe tonight. Oh yeah, but I'm trying to think of other Christmas movies. I mean, I thought Elf was funny. I don't know if I think it's watch it every year funny. Oh yeah, I like I just say you didn't care for Rudolph, but I mean I like those old ones from the '60s. You know, with like Rudolph and Frosty and all the puppet. Stuff Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh. Sorry, y'all, but this working class guy is really tired today. But, yeah, now Kelly's coming in with the Christmas horror movies like Black Christmas. Now, okay, if we can go that route, how about Tales from the Crypt? And I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original from 70 or 71, I guess. Amicus? Was it Amicus? Emily says Red Christmas is better. But, I don't know. I haven't seen Red Christmas. But, it says it's a Cali confirmed. Yeah, with Joan Collins in it. Yeah. Let's see what else. Christmas movies. You know what and I'll tell you what I like, man. And you know, you people, yeah, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. So is Die Hard. Gremlins and Die Hard. But you know what you know what I like? I like It's a Wonderful Life. Y'all probably go, oh man, that's too sappy for me, man. Oh god. I like it. I think it's great. I like Jimmy Stewart anyway. But the night before last, me and Miss Clayton watched Miracle on 34th Street. Is it 34th or 32nd? 30-something Street. Man, that movie is really good. I really enjoyed it. I've seen it before as a kid. But it's been a while since I watched it. And it was kind of like watching it all over again. See, that's one of the cool things about getting old. You can watch stuff you've watched, but that you know you've seen it before, but you start watching it and it's like, oh wow, it's like watching a brand new thing, man. we just started rewatching Better Call Saul. And we're taking a break, for Christmas, because we got people over and everything, but we're watching. I'm going like, I don't remember any of this. And I've seen it before. It's like, I don't remember. I don't even know what's going to happen. Yeah. What can you make of that? So let me ask y'all a question real quick. I'll see if I can get Rainey to watch this and see what you guys say. Feel free to answer, because I want to gather as many answers as possible. What would you, the people, like to see come out first? The brand new ANTiSEEN LP, Great Disasters? Or the reissue of Here to Ruin Your Groove, 2-record set? You have got to tell me something. All right, I've seen one answer. Okay, I've seen two. Yeah, come on. You got to tell me something. That's all I'm saying. Well, it's looking like it's unanimous. You people want some disasters. But we get a new album out, we won't be touring for it. But did we tour for every album we ever did anyway? Well, there's a couple people saying, yeah, we want to see Ruin Your Groove, man. Now, even you people watching me on the replay later on tonight or a couple days later, give your opinion about that too. Because in a couple of days, I'm going to round all this up, and I'm going to bring my findings to the board meeting with TKO, and I'm going to say our studies show that your average ANTiSEEN consumer prefers Bunker Hill over brand X, and so there you go. But I mean, look, you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you what's coming out before either one of them. I think. Now, especially you guys that have been in bands that have put out records, you know how this goes, man. You can make plans, and then something comes in and just makes it all just like whatever was up front ends up in the back and all this, and but I can tell you what the plan is. You're going to have something by the current lineup very soon. It's going to be a single of our great showstopper and show opener, Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way? That's right. ANTiSEEN taking on a Waylon Jennings classic. Talking about the greatest country singer in the history of country singing. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, Emily. Yes, ma'am, Emily. No, she says no fucking way. Oh, yeah, it's happening. Well, Callie, it's coming. Oh, yeah, it's coming. And we have got some excellent musicians guesting on that with us. The same guys that play it live with us. Matter of fact, anytime we do that, I'd like to have these guys with us. Because they add so much to the song. And it's my pleasure to share the stage with them. And I'm talking about Mark Wilson of the Loose Lug Nuts and Jason Moss, who sometimes plays with the Loose Lug Nuts. I think he has his own band too. I'm not sure what his band is called, but he is one of the best harmonica players I've ever heard, and he's going to be on Great Disasters too. Can I say what label it'll be on? Yes, Brad. TKO. The great folks at TKO. Our label. But you know, they don't mind if we put stuff out on other labels. As long as we bring the silver and the gold to them. And that's what you're going to have with the single of Are You Sure Hank Done It? We already took the photos for the single. We did that Saturday night at the show. Andy Miller just got... Andy, I was talking about you earlier, man. I appreciate you doing the filming the other night. And so do all the people that were there. That got to watch. Kelly's asking me, how many tracks will Great Disasters have? Man, I think... I think 9. 9 new tracks. And I'm only going to tell you about one track. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not going to tell you about any tracks that's going to be on it. Because when y'all get this, man, I want you to get it. And I want you to look at it, hold it in your hand. I want you to put it on that turntable. I want you to listen to it from start to finish the way it's supposed to be played so you can hear how we'll bring you up. Then we'll slam you down. Then we'll drag you for a little bit. And then we'll pick you back up. Then it's power bomb through the table. Sequencing of an album is just as important as any other step. More so, in my opinion. One of my favorite things to do. I think I'm a pretty good sequencer. But I really think you guys are gonna like this one. I hope so. But I'm pleased with what we've got so far. Well, reckon it's about time for me to wrap it on up. So, is this the last break on through of 2021? Man, I can't see that calendar all there. No, I think I got one more. I got one more of 2021. But I sincerely hope each and every one of you has a very Merry Christmas. And hey, let's meet here next Tuesday and tell 2021 goodbye. Because all of us know what to do. Break on through. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ho, 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 ho.